Hello everyone, welcome back to my class. I hope you all are fine. So today our discussion topic is weather and climate. So the weather is the condition of air in a particular place for a short period of time, and the climate is the average weather condition of a place for a long period of time represent the climate. Okay. So the difference between the weather and climate is weather is staying for short period of time and climate is for a long period of time in a particular place. Temperature. So we can measure the weather by temperature. So the temperature is the degree of hotness and coldness of the air is known as temperature. We can feel hot and cold weather through temperature. This is a meter for us to measure it. In everyone's body we have a sense of we have a sense to measure temperature, whether we are feeling cold or feeling hot. So there are some artificial meters to measure the temperature, winds and everything. Thermometer, in last year you studied about thermometer. It's a measure temperature machine. We can measure our body temperature through thermometer. And then barometer is measures atmospheric pressure. So how many pressures on our earth is exist in a particular place, we can measure through barometer. And then rain gauge, it measures the amount of rainfall on a particular place. Wind's vane shows the direction of the wind, in which direction winds are going, you can understand through wind's vane. So an important factor that the influence and the distribution of the temperature is isolation. Isolation is called that the energy, this energy which comes from the sun and from space. So this is interpreted by the earth is called, which is interpreted by the earth is called isolations. Very precisely I am going to describe this chapter because we have very short time and we have to complete our all chapters whatever in our course. So air pressure is defined as the pressure exerted by the weight of air on the earth's surface. So this is a very important thing. We all are living in this earth and our normal life is because of the air pressure. If there is no air pressure, we can't live in this earth. But there is too much air pressure on our earth, but we can't feel it, we can't understand it. In the moon we don't have any kind of air pressure. That's why the astronauts wear space jackets to control their body from the 0 degree air pressure, because if they don't wear space jacket or space suits, then their blood vessels will be burst and the astronauts would bleed. So the low pressure create when the cloudy skies or wet weather. That time low pressures create, and the high pressure always we find in the on the sea level. On sea level there is per a square meter is 2 kg air pressure are there. Now wind. The movement of air from high pressure area to the low pressure area is called wind. We all knows the wind, the word, and there is the definition. Wind means movement of the air. Movement of air is called wind. We can see it. We can't see it properly, but we can understand through when wind blows, then the dry leaves blows on the air. It's through because of wind. You must have the experience. Is not easy to hold an umbrella on a windy day. When wind blows very fast, then it is very difficult to hold our umbrella. It goes from our backside because it's very difficult to hold it when wind blows. Then wind has three types. Wind has three types. These are permanent wind, seasonal wind, and local wind. Local wind. Permanent wind. Permanent winds you can find in western lines and eastern lines. Western lines, there is western lines, and here is also western lines, and eastern lines is there and there. All the seasons in this area you can find the air is same. This is called permanent wind. All the season you will find in these areas. There is 4 areas, I mean in here 2, but we can see there 4. So in this area winds are always same. This is called permanent wind. Seasonal wind, like as our monsoon, when summers come we feel hot, when winters come we feel cold. This is called seasonal wind. And the local wind is a particular on a particular place during a particular period when wind blows. It is called local wind, such as cyclone or etc. It blows on a particular place in a particular time, not for a long time. It's for 3-4 days or 1 week, like this. So we can recall our one in northern plains. It is called Lu. Lu is a hot wind on in Rajasthan. We can find it. It's Lu. It's a very hot wind which blows on the sand dunes, and it's very hot. During the Lu, we need to human beings need to cover their body properly, otherwise the skin will be burned. So here is cyclone. Cyclone is given there. There are so many cyclones. You also heard that in season everywhere we find that some news is that cyclones are coming. We need to take care from government order us to not to go outside from our home because of cyclone. So actually our place is very far from the sea level. That's why we are not getting that too much cyclone. But the place which is nearby seas, they are facing too much cyclone, because when cyclone comes from the sea, it's fastly affect them, and then it comes through a long place. You must read this paragraph. You can understand everything. Now moisture, it is moisture. What is moisture and what is water vapor? We need to understand it. So when water evaporates from the land and different water bodies, it becomes water vapor. Moisture in the air at any time is known as humidity. When the air is full of water vapor, we call it a humid day. So the moisture is when water vapors, when our from earth, when water vapors evaporates, then it's become a water vapor, and it is also known as humidity. And when the air is when our air is full of water, it is called humid day. And it's very we can see our humid day. In the humid day, our clothes are not drying easily. It takes much time to dry when we wash it. So there are some cyclone rainfall. Cyclone rainfall, here is the cold air, warm air. Warm air makes the cloud and cold air fall down. Now relief. Okay, this one is when through this area water is going up, and this is the rain falling. This is actually a moist air. This is called moist air because here waters are coming through the sky and also going up through evaporation. And in the warm air, actually moisture is very low, because the in warm air water evaporate very high speed rapidly, and it becomes cloud. So this chapter is almost over here, and I explained it very shortly because of the scanty of time. So tomorrow I will give you the question answers along with all exercise, and some extra question answers I will also give. But you must read the chapter, and whatever I will give you, write it down and then memorize it. Thank you so much.